Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nick Luciano here, and I am back again with another video. If you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching it, make sure to subscribe, hit up the comments, and stay tuned for the new year because I am planning some big things. Anyway, so just if you're still with me, just stick around. Please stick around. This is great information if you're looking to improve in 2020. It not only helps me, but it's gonna help you because I'm not perfect and you are not perfect, but we're all looking to improve. So this video is gonna be top 10 things to avoid saying/doing if you're looking to improve your mental intelligence, which in turn is gonna improve your relationships with your coworkers, your spouses, your partners, whatever it may be. So let's kick it off. All right, everybody. So I just brewed a cup of coffee. It is 6:30 p.m. So I'm gonna be wired. So don't mind me if I'm a little hyper in this video. I'm also using my favorite mug. It says "Morning Handsome" on it. So shout out Ashley. She got me this mug. It's an all-around great mug because just look how big it is, right? That's a mug. That's what I'm talking about. Because I have the Keurig, and you know when you do the max setting on the Keurig and you use a regular mug, it just doesn't give you enough room to put your cream and sugar in it. Yeah, this mug is heavy duty. Like, when it's max, it's right here, and you got plenty of room to put your cream and sugar in it. Let's get it started. Number one thing to stop saying in 2020 is "I told you so." So if you're one of those people that's like, "I told you so, I told you so," just knock that off. Instead of saying "I told you so," just let that person know that you're sorry that things didn't work out their way, even though you might have been right. Let them know that you're here for them, because in the end, if you're just gonna say "I told you so, I told you so," and you want to keep that relationship, you don't want to damage that relationship, if you keep throwing "I told you so" in their face, they're not going to be willing to come to you for advice in the future, and they're not going to come to you with open ears. Anyway, second thing to stop saying is "who cares." Don't go around with this "who cares." And I know the last thing you want to be dealing with is somebody else's problems or somebody else's nagging and whining. But if you show that that problem is important to you, that their problem is just as important to you as it is to them, that is just a great way to practice empathy. It really shows that you're invested in how they feel. And in the end, it's just going to improve the relationship. And who knows, you might wind up making more friends that way. And number three is "not my fault." It's just not my fault. Because when you say that, you're just playing the blame game. And when you play the blame game, nobody wins. I'm sure you already know that. So instead of saying "you did this wrong," XYZ did this, blah, 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 you're wrong. And if someone made a mistake, make sure you focus on that mistake. What caused that mistake? Look at the outside factors. Build from there. Don't just go pointing fingers. And make sure you bring up a resolution. You just don't want to point fingers without having some sort of resolution. So, in the end, if someone did mess up, look at all the outside factors of how that happened, why that happened, and then talk with them. Think about all the different resolutions that you can bring up to improve for the next time. Number 4 on the list is "not my job." I know you can't handle everybody's responsibilities. It's just physically impossible. But when you think about the greatest mentors, the greatest coworkers, the greatest bosses in your life, and why they were so great, they were willing to lend a hand whenever they could. I know it's not their job, but they are willing to step up to the plate. So in 2020, just try and look for those opportunities where you can step up to the plate. Number 5, I hate this one. I really hate this one. It reminds me of growing up, and whenever I asked my parents if I could go somewhere or do something, and they said no, and I asked why, they said, "because I said so." Ooh, I hate "because I said so." I hate "because I said so." So if you are in a position of leadership, this is so crucial. Nobody ever wants to hear "because I said so." That one, again, is just annoying. Yes, a title or position may make somebody above you a boss, but it does not make them a leader. And if you are in a position of leadership, make sure you are inspiring people and motivating people, setting an example, not just spouting out orders. If you set an example and really put your heart and soul into why you are doing what you are doing, people are more likely to listen and follow you. And people will follow you not because they have to, but because they want to. Number 6 is a pretty common word that some of us can get really tired of saying, and it's 3 letters, and it's yes. It's not that emotionally intelligent people never say yes, it's just that they're more careful about when they say it. If you're an emotionally intelligent person, you know where your energy needs to be focused. So in 2020, make sure you are giving your energy to things that you actually want to say yes to. Because this is a great quote. Everything that you say yes to that you don't want to do, you're saying no to everything that you do want to do. Now, rewind if you didn't hear that, because that's deep right there. That's deep. Oh, this is so good. It's Dunkin', by the way. Number 7. This one is also kind of annoying. It's do it like me, or do it this way. Do it how I do it. Emotionally intelligent people give people the freedom of exploring their own ideas, going down their own paths. They take advantage of those growing moments, those light bulb moments, so people can really become the best version of themselves. They allow people to fail. And when they allow people to fail, they take advantage of the other things that I talked about earlier. And they don't say, I told you so, but they say, I'm sorry it didn't work out that way. And then they're more likely to listen to them in the future. And I just think all of these tips so far are just creating a great mold on how you can inspire more people if you are in a position of leadership, get more people to follow you, listen to you, or if you're arguing with your spouse or, not proving you're right, but just becoming more emotionally intelligent to where you can communicate on a lower energy level that doesn't escalate to a fight. And hopefully we're not throwing fists out here, because that's not good. Okay, that brings me to number 8, and that's bad idea. You don't want to tell anybody that they have a bad idea. And this I got a hair from my soul patch in my mouth. Anyway, this comes from research that Google did. Now, Google actually researched why effective teams are successful. And they say that team members with high psychological safety working together are the most effective. That's because teammates feel safe to take risks around their other teammates. They feel free to throw out their ideas. They feel free to make mistakes that their teammates aren't going to judge them. And all of that is built on a foundation of trust. Emotionally intelligent people that work in teams, for me, for example, I work with a group of engineers, and I would like to say we're very emotionally intelligent. I feel I can throw out an idea and not get shamed for, oh, that's a dumb question, or really, like, you're gonna say that? No, they create an inclusive environment where ideas are just able to float around. They're not gonna get shot down. All right, let's talk about number 9, and this one a lot of people do, and it annoys me. A lot of this stuff will annoy me because it's just surprising how many people out there aren't emotionally intelligent. And if you run into these people, especially in politics, I'm sure you know. So number 9 is anything passive aggressive. I know it's hard to fight the urge, but just don't take digs at people. It's really just not cool. As emotionally intelligent people, if they find themselves in a situation where they are going down a route that they didn't wholeheartedly agree on. So say you're in a team and they make a decision to go down this route that you don't agree with. You're not going to, some people that aren't emotionally intelligent will try to sabotage that route just because it wasn't their way. Don't do that. If you've ever done that, just don't. That's awful. If you've ever played sports, I was a quarterback. I also played baseball in high school. If the coach calls a certain play that you don't agree with, you're not just gonna not try on that down or that at bat or that play of the game. You're gonna give it your all. So in your relationships, with your coworkers, your teammates, if you do find yourself in a situation that you don't agree with, just recognize that as a learning moment where just try your best to give it your all, even though you don't fully agree, because emotionally intelligent people, they will try to make the best out of every situation that they have. Number 10 is you statements. So what is a you statement? So there are two types of statements that kind of go hand in hand, and they're you statements, and I statements. So you statements, kind of like we said earlier, point fingers. It's the blame game. It's you should have done that, you did this, you did that, blah, 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 right? So instead of using you statements, use I statements. Instead, if somebody does mess up and you disagree, or you're just disagreeing with somebody in general, say how you feel, but using an I statement. Say, I feel this, I think that. That relays how you feel, but it puts less blame on that person, and they're gonna be more willing to listen to what you have to say. All right, everybody, that is the end of the list. 10 things you can try to avoid saying in 2020 to become more emotionally intelligent. Like I said in the intro, I think this is super important, and if you watch till this point of the video, just thank you very much. I hope you learned something, and if you did, please comment, please like and subscribe, because 2020 I really want to start making more of these videos. I had a lot of fun making this. And emotional intelligence, like I said in the intro, is a lot of things people don't put on their list of New Year's resolutions, and I just think it is really, really important. So emotionally intelligent people aren't perfect, but we can all improve. And if you want to improve after watching this video, I'm with you, because I'm there. If we try to avoid phrases like these and try to build our relationships, it'll help us make more balanced decisions and ultimately just improve, because that's what we're all here to do. So anyway, I've been Nick Luciano. Subscribe if you're new. If you just like this video or what I had to say, I appreciate any feedback. And I'm going to finish my coffee here. So sad to see it go, even though I'm going to be up till like midnight editing this. So yeah, anyway, like I said, I'll talk to you guys later. I keep saying like I said. I don't know why. Because I don't know. It's just a coffee, man. Like I said. I'm going to finish this. I just heard a voice. Dude, I got to be hearing things. I swear. Dude, I swear I heard something. I'm going crazy. Anyway, I'm just gonna end the video here. Like, subscribe, comment. You guys rock. See you guys in the new year. All right, and cut video.